Well, right outside the door.
All right. Not like we're on time for anything, ever.
Well, we couldn't go to M's.
What the fuck? All right. And we begin. We got to begin sharing. If you want to share it to the Goon Squad page. And then.
We got tagged in something.
I don't know how loud all these mics are yet. We're still working. We have a new setup, a new studio because shit went down.
Sorry.
Everybody's fucking getting worried about us fucking starting. We're fucking going.
I don't think I do. Nope.
Everybody needs cold beer.
All right.
Give us a few minutes, guys. We're still going through everything. Make sure we know what the fuck's going on. You just shared my video. Okay.
I did, right?
That is right. Now I have to share it to...
Hey, this won't turn without turning.
That's the broken one, I guess.
All right, it's fine.
Well,
I got it.
Just loosen that screw and then...
Got it.
Then we'll go from there. We're still setting up, fucking doing our thing. How do I just get to this? I don't want to do that. Thank you, sir. I like upside down beers so goddamn much. You fucking motherfucker. All right, guys. Sorry for the extremely late start, but we don't apologize to anybody. So instead, go fuck yourselves. We are the Goon Squad Pubcast. This is episode 2000 and fucking late as fuck. We are now in a different place, and we got a different TV behind us instead of what the fuck is it? The Seinfeld, the Kramer and the George and all that other nonsense.
It's not the Benicio del Toro.
Oh yeah, that got moved weeks ago.
James Dean anymore.
We have moved to Ron's house because the band went on super late, and
Good for them. They were drawing a crowd.
Yeah, nothing against that.
They were rocking and rolling, you know.
There you go. I didn't hear you for a second. Keep going.
Sorry, they were rocking and rolling, so good for them. They were keeping people there, drinking up, having a good time.
Yeah, there was a bunch of kids that came in. I think one of the kids works at the House of Guitars that came in and was jamming out with them. I didn't really catch them playing, but whatever. I caught the last,
all I know is when I got there, I heard live music, and when I left, I heard live music. So,
yeah, there was,
they weren't ready to quit, and people were liking it, so good for them.
Why do I not hear you whatsoever?
It's pretty hard to understand because I'm very hearable.
You hear this one? I'll try talking.
Okay.
Talk into the microphone.
Well, I don't want to do. I don't want
there.
To
there you go.
On it like this.
No, you just. That's why you.
Scary.
This is why they're the love. Turn my mic up. I need more snare in my headphones.
How are we doing right now?
I can hear you. I can hear you good.
Right. I got it.
Well, I just want to make you feel really uncomfortable.
It's impossible.
Oh.
Make things in front of his face.
This is the most unprofessional podcast I've ever done in my life, and I've done
professional ones,
and I've done some really, really professional ones. Anyways, yeah. So the band played super long, and whatever, man. It's cool.
Was it a band or was it the open mic thing? Right.
It was open mic night. Yeah.
Jammed and was good, and people stayed.
Some other guy came, and then the next guy came.
Yeah, it was an open mic night, and they had just a shit ton of people there that were jamming the fuck out. So we let them have their space and do their thing because we're not selling fucking beers. We're just drinking them. And we're still adjusting to our new little studio here. Eventually, we're going to have hardcore Japanese shit porn. It'll be blurred out in the background right above us on that TV.
Kama Sutra.
But just in the meantime, just assume that it's just really, really, really black fucking porno. Too soon?
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. If you're
like the dark chocolate. Can I say that out loud?
I heard it, and I'm assuming that evereverybody else heard that too.
No, because the mic's not working.
There's something not working.
Wait, did I say it again?
There's something not working with your mic.
I know my mic's working.
Your mic works perfectly fine. And I'm going to try to figure out what's wrong with yours.
How about now?
Nope. I can hear it. I can hear it when I'm scratching, but I don't hear your voice coming up.
I'm pretty on top of it, and I'm normally not. Normally I'm.
I don't fucking know. Ugh, that hurt my ear. How about now? Yeah, whatever. Here, why don't we try this? I want to mute everything for 2 seconds. All right. Well, I can hear. It wasn't the.
I know you didn't.
It wasn't the microphone. Just plug it in there until it doesn't work.
How about now?
Nope.
It's just me.
I'm thinking no.
now?
I'm thinking.
How
It's
about
like-
now?
I'm thinking it's that fucking
I'm completely on top of it right now. And if it's not working good, I'm telling you, it should be across the bar and hear me.
It's the stupid cord. That's what it is.
Stupid cord. Well,
Go into that box. There should be.
Get the non-stupid cord.
I like how he talks. Like, you go into that. Like, that's the way to talk. You forgot to snap it.
Oh boy.
Fuck you talking to?
Now talking to your mic.
Hello.
No,
Yes, sir.
I was on the wrong fucking input. That's why.
No, it's his fault.
That was
Not
my
the cord's
fault. Fucking.
See, it's not the black.
This
cord's
is
fault.
why we don't pay our engineer because we don't care, and I'm the engineer today.
/ producer.
Well, anyways, if anybody is watching, I'm not following along on my phone because I'm in fucking Facebook jail. Fuck you. This is why we're broadcasting from.
Well, at least you didn't show up to the funeral.
Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ. That's a different, whole different story.
That's why you're in Facebook jail.
No. I'm in Facebook jail because of one of those stupid fucking scams that people post on the Craigslist groups. Like, oh, does anybody have this bank or this bank? And they deposit an empty envelope saying that they're depositing a check.
Oh, Prince Habib.
No.
Like wants to give you half your fish.
No, they physically go to the bank and deposit an empty envelope into the deposit slot, and so you
that old scam.
that old scam. So you have a fucking available balance of $500. They would draw the $500, give you $100,
Exactly.
and keep the $400 for themselves. And
Right.
like, oh, once the check clears,
But it
you
makes
keep
you
that
$100, right?
yeah,
So
but no, you
it's worth
lose.
it,
Yeah,
'cause
but
met that guy before.
and now you have a
That
negative.
makes sense.
Now you have a negative balance in your fucking account, and you're a fucking idiot. And I went along. I told them, I was like, you guys are fucking scammers. They're like, no, it's not a scam. I was like, you're a fucking scammer. Fuck you. And they're like, okay, eat shit, cracker. And I was like, I hope you kill yourself. I woke up.
First scam I ever fell for. When our old house on Waring Road, which is kind of where Tom's moving over to there, that little neighborhood, we had this girl come by, this little black girl, whatever, this little neighborhood girl with her dad.
A little
And she was
chocolate.
doing a jump rope competition. And you had to, donate so much, and however many jump ropes she did, you'd get whatever.
Yeah, jump
But at a certain level, you get like a can of peanuts, and you'd get like 2 prizes if she did the next best level for you.
Never went and did it.
Well, we never got our peanuts. We're like, it was guaranteed peanuts out of whatever we did.
You were literally getting paid peanuts.
So they came back the next year, though, and walked up, and my wife said, I wasn't there. She's like, I ain't falling for this again. I never got my peanuts from last year. And they literally, like, the daughter just turned around. Dad said, let's go. And they went on to the next house. No, sorry. I had them. No excuse, nothing. Yeah, you're right. You donated $14 last year or whatever. And thanks. We're out. We got your $14 for free.
Yeah, and all that girl did was steal your peanuts.
You stole everything. Like, just stole our money.
Yeah, well,
No peanuts ever.
that's a pretty
There
bad
was no
scam.
jump rope competition. No, there was no jump rope. Like, Dad was fucking good for him, dude. He's a pretty good scam artist.
Yeah,
He
but
went
you
around
brought
and made
a
bunch
child.
of
But you brought a
money,
fucking.
and
You brought
then
a
obviously
child
they get
into
in
it.
trouble for it because they came around the second year to do it again.
You
So,
know, that's
yeah,
so
scumbag wise,
low.
but good
That's-
for Dad.
A piece of paper like these idiots.
Again, scumbag wise, but good for Dad, dude. He obviously
Not good
worked.
for Dad. Horrible for. Should we have that door open?
I told you I could just turn this off. I told you it gets really hot, really quick.
I was talking about the sliding door. I mean, with everybody ends up sleeping.
Oh, should we? You said?
Yeah.
Oh no, we probably
All right,
shouldn't.
you know-
Will you close that?
Yeah.
You're closest.
No, you didn't tell me like I'm supposed to be told.
You should have asked him. Like,
Yeah,
he
but close the
doesn't.
fucking door. You know better.
All right.
You're the house nigga.
Oh,
You were gonna. I know you were gonna say it, but I said it.
and
I said
we're off to a racist start.
it's not racist. I used an A.
It's not a hard R,
It
right?
was not a hard R.
So I'm in Facebook jail for the next 30 days because I hate people that scam people out of stupid shit. And if you do that, fuck you. And if you report people on Facebook, fuck you. So
And
actually,
if you fall for that, you're a dumbass.
Then you're a dumbass.
Fuck
and
you.
fuck you. Yeah. So I've been literally going on Facebook. Every picture that comes up on Facebook, I've been reporting
If
it.
I want to fuck with Steve, we can report him for not being who he says he is.
Oh, that's who I am now. I've just been reporting anybody that posts a picture of a cat. I reported it for like bestiality and nudity.
Cat posts.
Yeah, like I just don't care anymore. I just, you know what? You got me kicked off of Facebook. I got myself kicked off Facebook for 30 days. But
sorry, dude. It's like burning my leg. I don't
then
mean
turn
to
the
cut
fucking
you
heat off. I don't know why you're being such a little bitch about it.
It wasn't for me. It was for you. That's why
I'm not cold. I got jeans and fucking a hoodie on.
You're like a hippie and you weigh 132 pounds.
Dude, what planet do you live on? Anyways, and Ron has broken the entire everything that's ever been made every single time. Are you done tinkering?
Did you turn the thing on?
Yes.
I'm on my third beer of the day. I think they're on their 30th.
Turn the propane on.
They're sitting there staring at each other.
I know it's a good call.
This is making for such good fucking. This is such good content right
If you're
now.
watching right now, this is the problem with doing shit this late. Right there.
Well, anyways, we're falling apart at the seams
Not
here.
a problem. As long as we have each other's back and, you know.
I hope everybody
Something
that
stupid.
watches this
Somebody else
tomorrow.
says don't do something stupid.
Yeah, well, just don't burn the house down and don't burn down our new studio because we're gonna need this for a while until we get to move.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
My wife would love it.
Yeah, Ronnie doesn't go missing every
And we just come
Every
here,
Tuesday.
dude, she'll love it.
Tuesday night. Ronnie goes and does his dart thing, and
No, I
then
do my bowling thing, I do my dart thing, then I do my pubcast thing.
yeah, and then we wind up coming back here getting drunk
And
until
then I go to
2 in the
work.
morning. Yeah. So now
It's a
Ron doesn't
vicious circle.
Ron doesn't have to wander fucking to his car and wearing Tommy's pants.
Or yellow shorts that my
Yellow
wife
shorts.
thinks are girl shorts.
Why are you wearing a size
What was
extra
your
small basketball shorts? That's because that's what Tommy
is
wears.
Ron cheat on me? Tommy says, what? No, why? Well, he was wearing these girl shorts. Tommy's like, what color were they? She's like,
Bright
neon
yellow.
yellow or something. He goes, those were my shorts. Ron peed his pants that night, and Steve wouldn't give up his own shorts for Ron's pee pants, so
No.
he gave up Tom.
Yeah, that was not my problem at that point. You were,
What's your problem?
dude. I had to go to the hospital to go try to get Tommy out of
that had
hospital
nothing to do
jail.
with me.
Yeah, you're right. You weren't there. Anyways, I'm gonna actually come out right now and say it. I'm going to accuse
Coming out. Oh shit.
Bill
shit.
Bill
There it
Clinton.
is. He's
Bill
coming out.
Clinton sexually assaulted me 10 years ago, and I want
Bill
him,
Clinton or Bill Cosby?
both of them actually at the same time.
Yeah,
I want both of them to be reprimanded for that, and I would like financial compensation
I
for
would
that.
love to video that orgy, bro.
Oh,
Bill
God.
Cosby,
You get the
Bill
book of the
Clinton,
bill.
Steve,
Let me get my
Steve.
saxophone. Yeah, this is getting out of fucking control. Everybody that sees this shit is popping up on the news.
Pudding pup.
It's happening every fucking day, and another person's getting accused of sexual harassment and blah, 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 blah. Why are you waiting 30 fucking years to do this? Like, just because it's the trending thing to do now, stop it. Just fucking fuck you.
What happened? The worst part is people are getting fired before.
It's
Just on
investigated.
accusations.
Yeah, just accusations alone. You got no solid proof. It was 30 years ago, and then somebody's like, "Oh, I was
Say it
in."
didn't
How
happen.
about
I'm not
this?
trying to
Yeah, I'm
say
not-
what happened.
Honestly, it probably did happen. It probably did happen
But-
all the fucking time back then. Guess what? They all went along with it because that's what was happening back then.
Now
Same with
everybody's
slavery
getting
and
fucked.
whites over
Ron.
fucking.
Ron, chill the fuck out for a second. Let him talk.
Everybody's
Jesus.
everybody's getting fucked on accusations regardless.
Yes,
It doesn't matter if it did or didn't.
it's the fact that you took too long to fucking bring it up. Why are you waiting 20 or 30 years to bring it up? And that's kind of fucking sketchy to me. It's like
Because when it happened, it was okay to
it was
happen.
not. It was never okay for it to happen.
It was never okay for the black staff to sit in the back of the bus either,
Yeah,
or
that
use
was-
separate water fountains.
That's a
I'm just saying,
totally different story, though.
it's really not, dude. It's the same. It was accepted at the time. It was,
I
it
understand.
was the way the times were, dude.
But now
So
all
you're
of a
saying this is the new racism.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
men
I
treating
guess, but
men
it's-
treating women like shit back in like
no,
the
it's
70s and
just-
80s. Like
it's just along the same lines of it.
I understand
it
the
was
connection.
accepted. It was
It's all the way
accepted
up.
at one point. That's
I
all
don't think
I'm
it would.
saying.
I don't think the word accepted would be the thing. I think it was just fucking. I would think it was swept under the rug.
No, it was accepted.
It was
They
swept
weren't
under
allowed
the
to
rug.
vote, dude. Chicks weren't allowed to vote. Okay, it was accepted. They were lower than the men.
Well,
Right?
this started
That was after. That was
before
after.
and after, but
That was after a proclamation of Vince. You know what I'm saying?
The what?
I have no idea. What
Ron is clearly drunk as fuck today.
Clearly. Emancipation Proclamation. All right?
That was the ending slavery.
Again,
It fucking.
I know, dude. I'm saying though,
Hundreds of years
still
ago.
women couldn't even vote. I'm just saying, it's over the years it has been accepted. It's
I understand
acceptable.
that, but like, what are you gaining
Leave
by?
it to Beaver. Mom and Dad slept in separate beds. You know what I mean? Like it was just acceptable. It was a different time. Is all I'm saying.
My question is why are these people now coming forward and saying this happened? Like, what are you
Because
gaining?
now
What are you?
it's not acceptable.
But what are you gaining by coming forward and saying this happened to me 30 years ago?
Because-
Other than
Again, because now it's not acceptable.
Well, because finally somebody did.
And a lot of people have.
And
now
now-
now it's
Should have
not
happened a long
acceptable.
time ago.
Absolutely, it's
Exactly.
never been acceptable. But
Right. Should have happened a long time ago.
it
And
should
the only reason
have.
it's happening more now is because finally
People are getting the
people
courage
spoke
to
up.
say something about it. Fucking 30 years later, I think that's preposterous.
listen, I will.
I think it's
I
fucking
will,
crazy.
I will defy the whole. What's his name? Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
And the chick there.
We gotta know our story
Rose
before we
McGowan.
talk about it.
Thank you, Rose McGowan. She took her $100,000 and she got like roles and this and that. Okay, she accepted her bribe pretty much. All right.
Did
I'm
she
not
come-
saying that's
did she-
right. I'm
did
not
she-
saying that's right. But back then, that's how you did business.
Did she
dude.
come forward and say that he did something wrong after the fact, or no? Because I'm
Way
not really
after
paying
the
attention to
fact.
everything. But she collected money off of.
and then got roles in movies? Like
Yeah,
she,
that's kind of
she
kind of
gave
how he
him
got-
head for $100,000 or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not
he
saying
was-
that's what happened.
he was
but
manipulating
then he
these-
also got
these young naive actresses and shit,
He used
and
his power, or whatever, to like.
get what he wanted, and
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
return they got something
And
in
then they got
return.
something, okay.
And then you want to come out and fucking say
I'm
something
not
30
saying
years
it's
later.
Right. I'm just saying.
It's definitely not right.
30 years ago, that's the way you got shit done.
Yeah.
That was acceptable.
And I understand that.
then, okay, I'm not saying it is now, but then I'm not saying it ever was.
It's
but
not- it was
then
not-
okay.
I understand the difference between it was accepted or acceptable. It was just
It was how you got.
it was
shit
swept
done.
under the
If you
rug
wanted
then.
to- if you wanted to be a chick and
it was
come up,
no,
and,
they all knew what was going on.
Right.
They let it
Yeah.
go because
Then sometimes
they
you
wanted
gotta
jobs.
do some shit
They
to get to
wanted
where you gotta
jobs.
be.
unfortunately, at that time, that's the
And
way they got their
unfortunately,
leg up.
It led to other people having to endure that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was right
That's
at
where the
all.
problem
It was
was.
terrible.
That's what the problem lies. Is like could have been stopped a long time ago,
Right.
and it
The-
wasn't.
The reason I
And they
compare
couldn't
is
Not to mean
slavery
that they couldn't stop it
wasn't
now,
right
or they
there.
shouldn't. But that's how it went.
I just don't understand why people are waiting 30, 25 years later to tarnish somebody's reputation. Like,
Again, it's
just, but let me finish. Like, they're waiting that long to come forward and say this happened to me 30 years ago. When it's acceptable for that. I mean, in 1991, that might have been acceptable to say, "Hey, this happened," because not 91, but when was Clinton fucking accused of all that shit? That was in like the mid 90s, like 95, 96.
yes.
And Monica Lewinsky was like, "Hey, this just fucking happened to me."
all-
And something was done. And something was done about that right fucking then and there. That fucking whole country went into uproar.
And a lot of
But
the
all these
things
other
we
people
talk
are
about
saying
now-
this shit's still going on.
Who was Hillary's
a lot of
husband
those
when
things
she just
now-
ran for president?
Yeah.
A lot of
How
the
about
things
that?
that are coming out now happened during that time. Why didn't they come out then?
Even though
Yeah.
all that shit came out then, who was Hillary's husband as she just ran for president?
It's still Bill Clinton. I
Yeah,
understand that.
okay.
And that
no, dude, he let some broad blow him. She
Yeah.
should kick his ass to the curb. You're
No.
a cheating piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
No,
but
because it was halfway acceptable, even for the president back then.
She stood by her man's side. I understand that, but
Would a chick do
she.
that now?
I think
no
that was.
fucking way.
I'm pretty sure that's the last blowjob that guy ever got.
They did,
Yeah,
they did to a lot of those girls what has happened to all these other girls leading up to this whole point.
100%.
Was shamed them and kept it on
Yeah.
wraps.
Yeah. But
Or paid him off.
Yeah, but I get that like
That's
all
the
these
whole thing
girls,
with Bill Cosby and all that stuff too. They paid him off.
all these people that are coming forth like are, I wouldn't say a lot of them are celebrities. Like a lot of people are just like nobodies. Like shit's going on with Louis C.K., Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, just on and on and on. Now it's fucking what's his name, the guy who's on not PBS or whatever the fuck what the hell's it called? Charlie Rose. Like the guy's in his fucking 70s, like if not his 80s. And he's a fucking political commune commentator
on TV, dude.
Yeah, I just
It
don't.
was halfway acceptable back then because they might end up with a career like Rose McGowan, dude.
I
Right.
don't see
She
a
would
problem
have
with it.
been.
You keep turning your fucking head away from that microphone.
I
It's
don't
driving
see
me
a problem
insane.
with it coming out now. I just see a problem with it not being brought up.
Then Yeah, because it was what he keeps
Because-
saying. It was
because
acceptable.
a lot of it could be avoided with. Even though it's not
Because
the first
then you'd have
5
been
people
the
that
first
do it,
one
but
to
if there's
come up
20
with it.
fucking people, somebody didn't say something. Somebody else didn't do something.
No, they
somebody
might
didn't
have, but that person brushed it aside.
I
You know what I
Let
mean?
him finish. Go ahead.
I agree with that.
Just
It took
You-
so long for all that to happen.
You didn't want to be the first person. You didn't want to be the first person that came out and said it.
but you could have
essentially.
told your
Why?
friend.
That's what we're talking about. Is why though?
Right.
You could have told your
Not
friend
that they're
though.
doing it.
Because
Well,
that's still a
why-
criminal. It's a criminal act, and they're going to get blacklisted by
At
Hollywood.
that moment, you could have told your friend. She could have told her mom. Her mom's convinced that's
Dude,
just the
I'm
way
gonna
shit
put
goes
I'm
now.
going to put a
We're not-
fucking
we're not
leash on
talking
your
about
neck.
The fact that it happened. We're talking about why didn't anything happen back then?
Then exactly.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
they were in fear. I'm
It's
assuming they
because
were in
somebody
fear.
said that's the way shit goes, or
So what triggered it now?
you can't because it's finally somebody came out with something and people are like, yeah, that's the way it goes, and now it's snowballing. It should never have been that way. You're right. It should never have been that way.
It's
but
just getting progressively worse. Like every fucking other week, it's just like
I-
somebody else
far
did
from the
this.
person to bring this up is the same as should we have been
That's
selling
the-
black people? Like
as much as
seriously,
you touch
that
me-
should never have happened ever.
As
Should
much
you
as
sell
you-
anybody?
As much
No,
as
that
you
should
touch me, we shouldn't be having this conversation. You know, I mean, me too.
just
I hate how everybody's just telling us how to run our little
It
studio
should have
here.
never
Fuck
happened
you.
either. But it did. It's just the way things have progressed through history, man. It's just we've gotten better and better. You know what I mean? Learning from our mistakes throughout history. That's it. That's it. So now women are equal. In fact, white men are like the minority now. Like it's harder for us to get jobs and shit. We can play this card too, like quotas and all that crap. It's harder for the white man to get a job now and shit.
Oh.
But it is through and through. That's how it's been for everybody else for years. It's understandable. It's how
I
it is.
just think it's just really awkward that like one woman came forward against one man, and it just created a snowball effect. To
That's
like,
what happened with Bill Cosby.
yeah, I mean,
It's
it's
not a bad thing.
no, it's not a bad thing. I encourage it, but I think it's getting. I think it's getting to the point where a lot of it might possibly be a little far fetched.
Okay.
Like some of it, a lot of it, and I'm not saying that it's. I'm not saying that in a
Also,
bad
the
way.
original
Bring it to the
thing
forefront so
was
people
Rose
know.
McGowan
Absolutely.
took $100,000 to not say anything. Okay. And get a career out of it. And she took $100,000.
I'm okay with them bringing it to
Yeah.
the forefront.
She kinda got
Yeah.
paid
Absolutely.
off.
They need,
But
they
what?
need to.
But like it's literally every other
That-
week
but
that
that's what
somebody
I said,
else
it's
is
like
getting
when now when somebody gets accused, all of a sudden it doesn't matter.
They're not-
if
they're
you're
just-
guilty or not.
Well,
You get accused, you're fucked.
David Letterman
You're
got
losing-
fucking
you're
accused of it
losing.
and fucking admitted to it and apologized to it and still was the host of a late night
Right.
TV show
He did.
for fucking another 10 or 15 years. His wife knew about it and his wife's like, wow, well, that's it. I'm not
She
fucking
let it
anymore.
go because then it was acceptable. Because nobody came out. I'm not saying it was. I'm not
That's
agreeing
not.
with it.
I'm not saying the opinion of it is
was,
acceptable.
dude.
It was just
It was.
In that
man.
culture,
it's Hollywood. Hollywood's a fucked up world. That's why.
It
That's
still
why we're not in
is. Are
Hollywood.
you kidding? It
I won't
still
blow
is.
Harvey Weinstein.
I would blow Harvey
would.
Weinstein.
Yeah,
would.
fuck, I'd blow the shit out of him.
would. I would do it to be
you would
to
leave
have
little
a
red
career.
fucking hairs
To
right on
have-
his sack.
To have a fucking film career, I definitely would blow Harvey Weinstein in a second. I'd get him off so quick he'd ask me for seconds. I'd better be getting an A roll, man.
Yeah, you'd be getting an A roll right in your a hole.
Fine, whatever.
Fucking bring it on, fuck it.
Yeah. It's gonna hurt him more than me. I'm hairy as a motherfucker.
I just think that it's like something's going on with Louis C.K. Like he masturbated in front of a group of women, and he talked about it in his act. He's like, yeah, I used to do this shit, and he's like, yeah, sorry. He made it like a huge public apology about it. Like, yeah, some comedian was jerking off in front of you, and you didn't just get up and leave the room. Like, you could have got up and left. This was in 2001. Like, this wasn't like that far away. Like, you could have got up and walked away and be like, this is fucking disgusting. You're a piece of shit. I'm calling the fucking cops because that's kind of you could be a registered sex offender because that's, what is it, indecent exposure?
You know all about that, right? Registered.
Still not a sex offender. Thank God. Not yet.
I never brought him up on charges.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
well, I got to stop exposing myself to Ron over the Snapchats.
Yeah, it was the slap in the face with the penis. It wasn't the
Probably
exposure.
put your pants down right now.
Yeah. Well, if you guys can tell, we all have no pants on.
Pantsless.
Yeah, we're just done wearing pants on the podcast.
You've been trying to show your wiener on the podcast for a long time.
Yeah, well,
Who?
Me?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, whatever. Dude, sometimes you
Never
guys-
had
Cut
good,
out shorts.
we have never had a good enough camera to see my wiener on the podcast.
we're in fucking 720p now, and that does not stand for.
We need 4K to see mine.
Oh gosh. With ultra zoom,
Get my VR things.
with ultra fucking zoom attached to it, and basically a telescope. Boom, you have a small dick. Anyways, what the fuck else is going? David Cassidy died. Boo. Who cares? Anyways,
That Sundance Kid.
that's Butch Cassidy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You fucking retard.
Cassidy.
David Cassidy from the Partridge Family. Yeah, he just died.
The crazy redhead
just died.
guy. The hell's his name?
What the
Nope.
fuck? Nope.
Yeah,
Still a different.
Definitely wasn't.
It wasn't him.
Danny
Who's-
Bonaduce.
Thank you.
Bonaduce?
Yeah, he was from the Partridge Family, though, right?
Yes.
That's what I was getting
That's
at.
a-
He was a crazy.
He's
guy.
crazy. He's the crazy.
He's
redhead.
still alive, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Bonaduce?
Oh yeah, he's in
Yeah.
and out of rehab.
Yeah, he's
Some
definitely
reality.
he's definitely a rehabber for life.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he won't quit.
Danny Bonaduce. That's right.
Oh, I wish you guys could see this little lava lamp thing that's going on in the corner over here.
Oh, that's not that far behind.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's the live feed, you idiot.
Well, it's still behind. Oh, before
I'm
it
still
was
watching
way
myself
behind.
drink a beer.
No,
over here,
that
so.
literally just came up.
Oh, is that
It literally just came up right now.
Oh,
So
the lava lamp.
it's
I
about a
watched myself
10.
drink a beer on mine, and then
All right, how else
Then
can
I
you
watched
guys
it drink on
embarrass
you.
me? Ask me something. Ask me. God.
It's like a 10 to 15 second delay, some nonsense like that. What? So we have two possible different locations that we might be looking at to move our podcast to, but I'm kind of digging this fucking place. I know my buddy Ryan was trying to get us into Bathtub Billy's.
I know my wife is very excited that we're doing it from here.
Yeah.
saying.
Marcy's like, yeah, you guys can go anywhere you want, but you're just gonna fucking do it here. So
Man, Schneider.
we got ourselves a nice little get up. The only thing we have to worry about is having guests on. We'd have to really fucking squeeze them in here.
We could make it work.
We could make it work. I mean,
Absolutely.
smooth
We could
the
use the
fucking
couch
thing
and swing it, and we'll tighten up over here. Look at all this room I got between me and you, dude.
you got so much
Tighten
more
up. I got so much room for
activities. Yeah, there you go. I was waiting for that one.
I want to do karate
We
in the
had to quote it
garage.
at some point.
So
Yeah, we can pull the couch in over next to Brian.
we just got to figure out. We could just move that camera. We just have to mount
You can
it
move
somewhere
this
else.
out a little bit.
Yeah, we could always. Well, we'll get around to that
Back
shit.
there.
That shit
Well,
is
we
not
don't need
important
to
at
worry
all.
about it right now because us
Three
three
people
are
with a
all
backdrop
on
and Japanese porn on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
I can get that working. The hente.
Hentai,
Cocky film.
hentai,
Gaki,
hentai. That is racist.
Steve loves the taste of all the bukkake going
Shout out to my ex
Mm-hmm.
who sucks at life, Steve. I love your hemorrhoids. What the fuck?
on. Steve has.
I love you like a
hemorrhoids?
hemorrhoid. It's just fucking. What is this, little Mikey? Why is Animal Planet so great? This is just getting fucking.
Oh, Dave.
You need a large black screen behind you.
Hey, come put a black
There we-
T-shirt on. Stand behind me, Dave.
Oh, Black Lives Matter.
Oh, well,
What?
that guy's matter. He said.
Oh, I said.
Oh,
And that too.
With the racism already.
I said fat guys matter.
And that's racist against fat people.
I take offense.
Anyways, this
Hey, we
is.
haven't cheers yet.
Oh yeah, because I need a beer first. Then yeah, we haven't cheered the end. We haven't.
I need a beer too.
Yeah.
All right, we'll finish these.
Salute, Salancha, Prost.
Eats lots of broccoli.
There you go, Dave. There's Ronnie's moment of zen for the fucking
is.
show.
I'll get myself.
Now feed us beers, please.
It is. That's why I cheers, Dave, for you. Eats lots of broccoli.
All right, so I'm kind of digging this new place, except for the lack of heat. It's so cold in here. I'm just kidding,
Try
Tim.
this thing again, but
No,
it gets us like sweating in about 3 seconds.
It's not that bad. Again, for the people that are just tuning in now that really give a shit, they had
Which is nobody.
which is nobody. They had the open mic night. They do that every other Tuesday down at Mistrella's or M's 4300 Bar and
Bar and
Grill.
Grill.
Bar and Grill, and they were running a little late than usual. And usually we like to start at almost 10 o'clock sharp. They were still jamming out at. I know, dude. It's fucking Jenny heavy. I'm a Jenny lighter. They were still jamming out at like 10:45, and I just said, you know what, you guys fucking just jam out, do your thing. Like I'm not gonna.
I think we should show everybody the whole room here.
I don't think so, Ron.
Yeah, I think we should. think we should.
Or you guys just go outside and smoke your cigarettes if you really need a cigarette break.
I was gonna show the rest of the room.
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. Why don't you go ahead and do that? Show the room, man. Go ahead. Go get nuts. I'm going to go outside and pee. So we're going to take a short commercial break because there's 3 of you watching. Just mind, I get that. I'm going to turn the microphone off and go outside and pee. Stay tuned because we're really fucking stupid. And keep watching, bitch. Okay. Got our little smoke break out of the way. Ron wants to. Mikey says he wants to show you his room. Little Mikey. We're still on break because Ron's got to go pee apparently.
I gotta pee right here.
This is how a podcast just falls apart right at the seams. So, anyways, for everybody that is still watching, which is probably nobody, if you guys are in the Greece area, I'm doing my shameless plug of my company. We do fall cleanups, leaves, gutters, and all that other bullshit, and snow plowing. So if you need your driveway plowed, call my phone. But if you're calling my phone for anything else, I'm not going to answer because I hate you. Anyways, we're on Ron's back porch, like 3-season room or whatever it's called, at his little bar, which is right here. There's a hot tub over there, and it doesn't work because there's a cooler in it. And what else is going on here? There's a little couch over there that we're going to essentially get cameras moved around until whatever, and then try to get a little bit better view in here, except for what we have right now. This is kind of a spur of the moment thing. But Ron, what are we calling this? It's a Ron's Pubcast. Ron's. We don't even know what to tag this as anything yet. We'll get around to it. Yeah, the podcast will keep going on for some reason. Like the show must go on as we said from the beginning. Eventually, just going to be me, not even talking into the microphone and just sitting here drinking beers on camera in front of your face, and we'll see how far that goes. We can do this for 6 to 7 hours at a time. Oh, I'll keep doing it. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out what mic is mine. I'm number 2. Dave, are you still watching? Because I don't think you are. I can't even tell who's fucking watching anymore. I can't fucking do anything because I'm in Facebook jail. They're in there hand wrestling each other with their thumbs. It's kind of weird. That's what we're doing for the rest of the podcast. All right, we're going to go to another commercial break, apparently. Whatever, dude. Oh, what the fuck?
Need me to turn the heat on too?
I don't need you to turn the heat on. We've got 3 people watching, and it's just us 3. It's awesome. 2 people watching it. I don't even know.
Sammy was talking to me.
Yeah, just because they're watching, just because they're not watching now doesn't mean they can't watch later. That's the problem. You want to shut that door? Yeah, thank you. Anyways,
Mike is still watching.
Can you see who's watching?
Yeah, I think so. Well, they've been commenting.
Well, you got to exit out of that because there's a shit ton more going on other than that. So exit out of that. I don't know why it does that. Like you're watch a live stream happening, and the comments will be there, then they'll just stop showing up, and then you look at it and be like, oh, what the fuck? Like I didn't see these comments from earlier until after the thing already happened. So I don't fucking care.
Live now, nobody watching. Well, 2 of us.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking watch it later, you pieces of shit. We know it's late.
Oh, so it only says 2, and there's 3 of us watching. What's going on here? Oh, it only says 1. No,
I don't.
2.
I don't think I count because I'm the one that's actually streaming it.
So it's me and him, and
yeah, we're fucking losers, and we suck at podcasting.
I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree too.
I
disagree.
Awesome at podcasting.
I disagree
I think
strongly.
I'm pretty much awesome at everything.
Yeah, except for podcasting.
So it begins.
Just saying, man. I'm bragging or anything.
Right, yeah, I'm not bragging. I'm just honest.
Anyways, shamelessly plug your fucking little barbershop there because we haven't done that yet today. I just plugged my fucking plowing and
I
everything
don't
else.
bother plugging it because it won't matter. Because we're out in Clifton Springs.
Yeah,
I
But it's
don't know, he tagged me, so we got some people from our shop who may see it.
you think Joe might kick in and watch 2 seconds of this? Maybe his kids will, and they'll be like, "Fuck you, Dad! Brian said so." Come on, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, these kids are great, dude. We change the channel when most kids come in. When Joe's kids come in, we're like, "Yeah, they're swearing on there or whatever." They're like, it's not like they ain't heard it before." Yeah, it's great. Brian taught them how to shoot spitball or something or the one time, right?
Yep. We go to the restaurant after a softball game.
And they had the kids there.
Shooting spitwise, throwing coasters across the
That's hilarious. That is great.
Not my kids, not my problem.
And they're okay with it, dude. Because they're good kids. Besides that, like,
Oh, absolutely.
they know that was their time to fuck around and be little dickheads because Brian said so, and Dad can't say anything about it because Brian told me it was okay, and Dad'll laugh, and
So I
you
love
know,
people to come to the barbershop. Same thing with your kids.
absolutely,
The barbershop, you get away with way more there.
absolutely. Brian, every time a kid wants a sucker, Brian's like, try and put 4 in your mouth at one time. Go ahead.
What the fuck is
And the
going on
parents
my
are like,
show?
The parents are like, no, don't tell them that. Brian's like, what? I already cut their hair. They're going home with you. I don't care how many sugar sticks they put in their mouth.
It's not
We had a
my
mom
fucking
come the
problem.
other day, she was just bringing her kid in there with the Cub Scouts, picking up cans and stuff. And kids wanted suckers so bad.
Yeah, go ahead,
Mom-
shove them
Mom's
up
like,
there.
No.
They didn't.
She's walking them out
She's
the
like,
door.
no, you didn't get your hair cut. You can't have a sucker.
Walking them out the door, and I yelled. I'm like, I would have let you have a sucker.
Yeah. Mom's the one that said, no, I would have let you have a sucker. She's like, well, you didn't get your hair cut. You can't have a sucker. Brian's like, take 2. It's okay. You're in the barber shop. You can have them. Mom
Shove,
looked back at Brian like, you asshole. I got to deal with them on their sugar high. You're like, damn right. I don't have to.
Absolutely.
you guys
Not my
are
kids, not my problem.
fucking obnoxious as fuck.
You're the one that brings them on.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
If it wasn't for Ron's back for 3-season room, he'd be up the show. Speaking of,
or my wife, my daughter, and my son's computer.
yeah, fucking damn it.
And my son's turned out to be the best working one.
Yeah, the oldest computer with like all the non
It is.
fucking technological advancements is the only one that works.
It's an HP. My daughter has an Asus, and my wife has like a newer HP, but not as. It's a small. It's like a notebook.
Yeah,
type thing.
it's something to do.
It's
with,
like the dopest notebook, but it's only a notebook. Like, you know what I mean?
it's something to do with the input of the headphone jack from our soundboard or mixer or whatever. That it's just fucking
Well,
It's
weren't
not
you
picking
bitching
up.
about Colton's though. Like it wasn't working that well the first time or two I brought it. I think we had the other.
You got it talking to the microphone.
Right, we had the other camera though, but Colton's wasn't working that well.
Still not talking to that microphone.
I shouldn't have to. Like I
There
shouldn't
you
have
go.
to do that.
That's the way it works. Because if you don't do that, then nobody hears you.
Put on this side. You've been talking to him the whole time.
Yeah, because when you turn like this, it kind of fades off. Like if you want to
All
put the
right,
headphones
now-
on, you'll start noticing.
Sound okay.
And how just fucking weird as fuck.
Are we good?
I can hear you. Stop licking the microphone, Ron. That is now Ron's dedicated microphone forever.
Shit, I got the one that doesn't work very well.
No, I was on the wrong fucking. I was on the wrong channel. That's why I was acting fucking stupid.
Oh, see.
Anyways, no, it's something to do with the input from the output from this fucking rig to the input of a laptop.
I should never like tag me now. I got customers that come in and watch this shit.
Yeah,
Talking about sugar sticks and shit.
Perfect. That's great.
We just can't seem to get it right with.
That's all good.
We're gonna definitely switch to something other than Facebook Live. I mean, we could do like a dual
There's a
broadcast, but
Podcast thing you can use, right?
there's a handful of them. I mean, it's just figuring out how to get it onto a different platform. We've been talking about it for so long, but I just get kind of fucking sidetracked and forget about it and stop giving a
Okay,
fuck.
over there.
No, shut up.
What are you doing?
He is.
Well,
right there.
I was trying to.
Pretty soon he's gonna be laying on the floor with the microphone.
It's like, can you guys hear me still? Like, yes,
I'm
Ron.
talking, I'm still
Good.
talking,
They
right?
can't see me, right? No, they can't see you, hon. What the fuck are you doing? Ron is fucking officially drunk as fuck.
I don't drink.
You also don't screw in microphones that well. Well, we have to buy a new one. Or just bend that one back and do some welding. Get your
How's
welder.
the sound.
Sounds like you're talking to a microphone for the first time all night.
How's the sound.
Does it sound better?
Is that the sound you're used to?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
what the fuck? Why do you guys even watch this?
This is trying to.
They don't. That's why I'm the only one viewing right now.
No, I've got two people that
All
I
right,
know.
let's topic it up.
Topic it up.
This
Nate?
weekend?
Donald Trump is making fun of
Joe,
Kim
I
Jong Un. He's just telling that he's a little missile boy or whatever the fuck.
I haven't seen him forever.
I do too. I throw it out there. I even text back when somebody tunes in like that.
You're such a tuner-inner.
Joe is on roommate.
Yeah.
Prior to fucking Sean?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
I don't know you, Joe.
Yes. Hello, Joe.
Good tuning in.
Jesus.
I thought it was Joe. Hey,
Actually,
Zeus.
he was one of my first haircuts outside of like barbershopping.
I thought
I had hair
that
down to the
nice.
shoulders, shaved them up.
Well,
One of your first haircuts that was good.
Besides,
you're saying.
yeah. Besides my family and all that.
All right.
ugh.
All my friends in high school, dude, we all bowl cuts. I was skater cut, dude. Like the kids that want the. you want the
We're waiting, Ron.
side part, you know what I mean? The hard part type of shit, and then they want to shave up the other side too. That's what we all did in high school because
absolutely.
it was just the bowl cut.
I had the same thing, hair down to my shoulders.
Just today, I went to my daughter's school to bitch at the principal about something. Anyway, my old gym teacher, Bodie Woods, dude. His name's Bodie Woods.
Bodie.
This skinny
Can't even make that up.
white boy, redneck kind of like just Bodie Woods, dude. Bowl cut up to like long hair.
Jesus Christ.
Longer hair, like my hair, like just straight shaved up though, but not styled or anything. Like hot, like a fucking high and tight with no blend or anything to it though. Like it's kind of short, just terrible, dude. Just a terrible high and
That was
tight.
just terrible.
It's horrible.
Jesus Christ.
It's Mr. Woodcock though, dude. It is the high school gym teacher guy. Fucking drop and give me 20 dude with a fucking bowl cut shaved up. I just saw him today in my daughter's middle school. He was my teacher, dude. As
He's
a
still
young
fucking-
guy. He
and
was
he's-
probably 25, 28.
He's
when he
still
was teaching
fucking
me.
there.
Yes, dude.
Yeah,
Like 15 years later. Yeah, still there.
that's crazy.
Gym teacher, high and tight, shaved up bowl cut that looks like garbage that he doesn't even want to put a hat on or anything. That's his badass fucking haircut that he's got as a gym teacher.
Sometimes you just got to look like a douchebag your entire life.
Pretty awesome. This Bodie, he walked in and said, "Marsh, that's Bodie Woods." I said he was my gym teacher.
Oh, Ron.
Yeah,
I worry about you every single day of the year.
Funny. Probably just use names.
Strategy for content.
Whatever. Bodie Woods, if I didn't say it enough, maybe he'll Facebook friend me and watch this, but
Yeah, he's
I like
not going to do that.
That's good.
this is junior high gym teacher, Bodie Woods, man. Looks like California's like a surfer guy who's got skinny, tight build or whatever, a little bit taller, but like long hair, shaved
Looks
right
like
up.
Patrick Swayze.
But with no like comb inside for any kind of style or anything. It's about this long and just that's it. Shaved up to nothingness. And he he rocks it. All right.
I'm glad that we're talking about haircuts for the last 14 minutes, Ron.
Didn't he ask
You
us
could
to,
be here,
didn't he
you
ask
could be
us
here
to
with
bring
us all
up
night.
our
Yeah,
shop?
we'll do.
I
We
bet.
never even mentioned our shop. We
do it all day
even
long,
threw our
that's what
shop
we do.
out.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but that just happened.
DeMarco's Barbershop,
Yeah, go there right now. They're open.
8 West Main Street,
8 West Main Street, Clifton Springs.
Clifton Springs, New York.
What's the zip code?
146
14432.
14432. That's right.
Ron just loves saying numbers right now.
I know
1
a
and
lot of
7
numbers. 14432.
44 blue Omaha.
Omaha. I can tell you the background on that if you really want to.
I want to know how your Giants are doing this year. What's your record?
They're fucking. Not only did
What a
they
dick.
suck,
Somebody
not only
who
did
barely
they.
watches
I
football
don't know, yeah,
just-
no, he's a
I latched onto
diehard
it,
Steelers
I
fan.
latched onto a team. So
Well,
I'm
we're on
like,
No,
"Oh,
he's a
they're doing
Steelers.
We're on a
fan.
5-game winning streak, motherfucker.
Yeah, we
better."
are.
For sure.
Name me
Yeah.
three
I read
defenders
ESPN
and
No.
too.
name me
That's-
three defenders and 2 wide receivers.
Lawrence Taylor, Mike Ditka,
Name me 2 wide receivers for the Steelers.
Antonio
right now.
Brown, and
I
Jesse
can
James.
name you two.
That's a
No,
Oh, he's a tight end. Never mind. He's a tight end.
I can name you two.
Antonio Brown, and
I can name you two.
I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention this year. I've just been watching blurry TV.
Juju Schuster-Smith,
And
Ooh,
Martavis Bryant,
Martavis Bryant.
who
Ooh.
wants to be a number 1 on another team where he could be. I keep bringing up to all the Bills fans.
They haven't.
I keep bringing up to all the
Yeah,
Bills
people.
fans. Sammy Watkins, Robert Woods, number 1 and number 2 for the Rams, and they are putting up points, man.
Ooh, points.
They are number 1 and number 2 for the Rams.
I just wanna know how
instead
you're-
of the Bills.
I just don't want to hear stats. I just want to know how your team's doing.
Talking fantasy.
No, you're like real life teams, right, Ron?
No,
Nobody lives
I
in
don't
your
have
life?
a real life team.
No, what's-
I'm a Giants fan.
I can't say much about mine either.
Yeah, you guys are fucking falling apart.
See,
Absolutely.
he's the opposite of me though. I'll root for Philly. Like
Yeah.
they're in my division. If I can't beat them, I hope they take the Super Bowl. I hope they finally get their bid. I hope they finally get their fucking ring.
Oh, absolutely not.
Who, the Eagles?
I don't want.
See, you don't want to, but you have
No, 'cause
5.
I don't
We have
want my
4. I
friends
think.
that are fans of them to. fucking
But
be
you
on the
have
same
5.
shit.
I have 4.
Fuck
Like
them.
we'll die before they beat us, dude. Unless they take the next 4 years, is not going to happen.
Absolutely, but
We'll still die before.
But then
they're
we still
ahead
have to
of us.
listen to them for the next rest of the year.
I'll listen to them for the rest of the year.
Fuck.
They deserve it.
Nah, I don't want to listen to
Carson Wentz.
Nope, I don't want to
fucking
hear it.
Solid, dude. They deserve it. I'm not like that. You deserve
Coming from
it.
the guy who swore the Giants were going to win the Super Bowl.
First year I ever
Put money on
bet money.
Yeah,
I
did you
put
lose any?
$20 down, dude.
How much?
I told you.
How much money are you losing on that bet?
Just-
$20?
$20 is all I'm losing, but
You
I
guys
would have
can't
made
even-
$280.
You guys can't even get to the playoffs, though.
They
Can you?
were
You're
no.
not even eligible
Nope,
for the playoffs
can't
at this
even.
point.
And then we go ahead and beat a team
They
instead
can't-
of
yeah.
getting a better draft pick.
Yeah.
Like we're already out of the playoffs, and now we want to just like win it. Why win a
Win a
game?
game and lose a playoff spot right there.
Lose by-
Gotta have-
draft
gotta have-
pick
Play
right there.
solid and lose by a field goal or something, which is what they've been doing the past few games. Like play solid and then lose by let them kick a field goal or something to win because you get a better draft pick.
Shouldn't even been a
Why
solid
win?
game against
Why
them.
win? Why
Kansas
even
City
win?
should have been able
Oh,
to fuck them up.
That's on Kansas City, dude. They should have smoked
Absolutely.
the Giants.
Absolutely.
Everything said they're going to smoke the Giants.
The only team to beat Philadelphia.
What was it, 10.5 or something? And we picked it for the key bet. We picked Kansas
Only
City
team
to
to beat
cover.
Philadelphia can't beat the Giants. Can't beat the Cowboys.
Kansas City?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Indians didn't even beat the Cowboys. Never mind.
Yep.
Did you say something?
I'm pretty sure that's how you get that air.
Cowboys and Indians. Exactly. Because
Yeah, no, I knew what you were
Where's
saying.
my soundboard?
You're like, what?
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Oh, what the fuck are we doing? What time is
That's
it?
where we differ, though. I'll root for the Eagles, dude. I will. That's still our division. If it's not my team, let it be our division that wins. You're like, fuck that if it's not my team.
I definitely
I don't
want our
want-
division. Absolutely
See,
not.
I do. I'm the
I'd rather
I'm the opposite.
have a friend of mine's team win. The Vikings.
Kevin's
And somebody's
Philly fan.
microphone just got shut
He
off.
stuck through last. Remember, he showed up the opening night that one night.
We've had to listen to them every time they fucking won.
They didn't though. Last year,
No, they
the
didn't
year
last
last
but
year
now
when
they
I
are,
went
now
to the
they know
game.
it, and it's- fuck that.
Yeah, but last year they didn't.
Because
This
Philly
year they
fans-
did.
Philly fans are ridiculous,
We are too.
but I don't see. I'm the opposite. I don't talk shit unless my team beats yours, or
and
unless they win.
and
leading
Kevin
up to
didn't
it-
either until
Leading
his
up
team
to it,
finally
I
is.
don't say shit. Bullshit. Kevin's always
Oh,
said
last
shit.
year Carson Wentz was okay. This year he is Dak from last year, man, and then some, bro. He's killing it. He's
I know
solid.
he is. Doesn't mean I want to agree with it or root for it.
I'm okay with it. I've been stuck with Eli since
I'd be great with it if
2004.
I
What-
had him on my fantasy
When's the
team,
next
but I-
game that Dan Marino plays? I forgot. That's how much I've been paying attention to fucking
I don't know.
football.
When's the next Ace Ventura come out?
Oh, speaking of Ace Ventura, since we're done talking about football, I just watched the weird.
Killer Steelers fan over there.
That doesn't. No, I'm not a fucking diehard fan like
Diehard.
that.
He
No,
mentioned that one time.
not
in a-
diehard in the
In a
sense.
Facebook post, he said, "Diehard Steelers fan." I
Oh,
think.
well, I'll wait for you to find that. But no, I've always been a Steeler fan, and I'm not going to pay attention to every stat and every player and every injury and everything, so on and so forth.
That's because you don't play fantasy football.
No, because I got other shit to do, like sleep in and eat fucking shitty ramen noodles. Like that's what I do with my life. I love ramen noodles; they're delicious.
you have too much to do. Like
Sleep in, eat
sleep,
ramen noodles, and go to work.
watch
Netflix.
podcasts.
Make
sleep,
podcast.
Watch
Um,
podcasts.
I watched this. There's a thing on
Sleep.
Netflix. Shut the fuck up. Jim Carrey. He does like a behind the scenes of. You see?
color?
No. Did you see the movie The Man on the Moon?
Yes.
That's when he's portraying Andy Kaufman
Andy
and
Kaufman, yeah.
Tony Clifton as his pseudo character or
I've
whatever.
actually never watched that whole movie.
Watch it. It's fucking weird as
But I
fuck.
get it,
But
yeah.
they did a documentary on Netflix like 15 years later of like not undiscovered footage, but shit that he kept locked up.
Who?
and-
Andy Kaufman?
No,
Or
of Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey doing
Of Jim
Andy
Carrey
Kaufman.
filming
Getting
the
in
actual.
character of that.
And he never left his character, and it just fucking drove everybody nuts. And they got to the point where it was almost annoying
Right.
I
Because-
believe that, but I
because
love
that's
that,
what-
dude.
That's what Andy Kaufman did when
when he was in
When he was in
character.
character.
When he was in character as Tony
He was
Clifton,
right.
or when he was like whatever his Valka or whatever on Taxi. Like he would think very much. He would be
Yeah.
he would be that guy offset like for like
Right.
weeks and weeks. And when he was playing Tony Clifton, which is the older guy with the fucking glasses on, he would just be Tony Clifton. He would like book shows and like just
I think
be
that's
that guy
awesome,
for, like,
man.
What do you think
3
about
days.
The way he is doing it now, though, because he's still doing that. Like,
who is?
Jim Carrey?
What do you mean?
Like a lot of his interviews lately about him going off on a tangent about not being a celebrity and this is the way people should live. And
He's
I haven't
been a
even
little weird
heard
in
about
the last
that.
couple of years.
really. You
No.
haven't watched that
Yeah.
yet? He's
No,
not-
I know what you're talking about. I
he's
just
like-
one of my friends brought it
The
up.
hell's that?
That's
Crazy about it.
one of my friends brought it up. That's why I'm bringing it up.
How's that kid's name? The
You got to know what you're know what you're talking about.
Transformers fucking douchebag.
Shia LaBeouf.
Thank you.
Oh, it's kind
He said, started to act like him, like
kind of gay that you knew that.
stupid comment wise and stuff.
That's why we get along because I
Yeah.
understand his bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you knew exactly what I
no,
was
but
saying.
Jim Carrey went on to
You're
just
saying Carrie's though. Sorry, you're saying Carrie's carrying on like that though, just acting.
Yes,
Weird
a lot
about
of the things
shit.
that he's saying. Just
watch the
to know
documentary.
the person doesn't
Well, his old lady was the whole the not getting the Jim Carrey's
anti-vaxxer. Yeah, Jenny McCarthy, his ex-wife, or ex-girlfriend, or whatever. Yeah.
Against the vaccines.
Yeah, you should vaccinate your child. You fucking
You
piece
should
of shit.
absolutely vaccinate your child.
Because just because your kid doesn't want it doesn't mean everybody else should get it. Because
Maybe you might not want it.
All right, maybe though.
it's open for interpretation.
Too.
It's open for
It looks
interpretation.
bigger if you're not. So.
Jesus Christ. It's open for interpretation if you want to vaccinate your child.
That's
But
what I heard.
anyways,
That's what he showed me.
Jim Carrey was kind of narrating and interviewing the entire time of when he was filming Man on the Moon, and he's like watching the footage and getting interviewed after like recently, and he's like, "This is what I did," and he's just, I think he's fucking losing it. Like, I really think he's fucking losing it. Watch it when you got free time. But basically, at the end of the little documentary or whatever, he's like, maybe I should like portray Jesus Christ, because maybe I'm just going to do that.
A lot of the recent interviews he's been in, it's just been him talking about weird shit.
He's always been a fucking character actor, but
he's like, I'm not a
Okay,
person. I'm not a
You guys said
I'm
that
not-
they're all fucking
he's like,
weird.
I'm not nothing.
They're
no.
all weird fucking people.
Yeah, but
Mel
he
Gibson, Tom Cruise, Matt Damon, they're all just weird people,
Tom
man.
Cruise in a league of his own. With
yeah, Scientology. And shit,
Absolutely.
of course.
John Travolta, okay, yeah.
What do you like, Sandy? What do you mean?
Leah
I will
Rhymes
lose-
or whatever
I will
coming out
lose
against
Leah-
it.
Leah Remini?
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
That's all
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Remini.
No, that's
It is.
No,
but
it's not
but
ridiculous. They call them out on their
just believe in
shit.
it, dude. It is.
Leo Remini called them out on their bullshit and said, "This is what the fuck's really going
It is
on."
War of the Worlds, man. They're believing in it, and because they're actors and they have money and power, they're going along with it, and they expect everybody else to go along with it too.
But they're not really forcing it on people, though. They're not saying
They
like
don't
join
have to.
Scientology.
So the guy
They're
who
just
created L. Ron Hubbard
is a fucking science fiction writer.
Science
motherfucker,
fiction
though.
writer.
Yeah, he is, and he was arrested.
So is whoever wrote the Bible, bro. They're smart motherfucker.
Well, not really, because it wasn't profitable back then.
Kidding?
It wasn't profitable.
It's
back
still profitable.
Yeah, but
You
who's making them?
crazy?
But nobody's making money off Bible sales, really. It's not like that. No.
You're right. Not off of Bible sales, off of the
Fucking
Bible,
or
though,
of an
off
organized religion, of course.
religion.
That's a different story,
Every
though.
single church makes money off of that.
Mm.
Every single one.
Not, I don't go to church, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, who's buying? Everywhere you go, there's Bibles. There, here's a free Bible.
You know,
Here's a free Bible.
10% of your paycheck, if you are any kind of every Sunday you go to church, 10% of your check's supposed to go to the church.
Supposed to.
10%.
Supposed to. That's.
Do you know how many people do that though, dude?
There's
A lot.
It's a lot of Baptist churches that they take
And-
it directly out of your paycheck. That's like almost like a
But there's-
automatic
And
deduction.
Christian and Catholic.
I dated
Yes,
a girl,
dude.
I dated a girl who didn't make a lot of money, and she
Still.
voluntarily donated her 10%.
Fuck
Needed
that.
money- needed
To
money for bills.
imaginary friend in the
Bills, and
sky.
I'm like, where's the church helping you?
They do it.
I
That's
was like,
You meet some good people in church, but a lot of them are fucking crazy.
But you paid your fucking electric bill, right?
Yeah. What happens when you don't have money and they're like, "Where's our money? Like, where's your donation?" And like, "I can't pay my rent." They're like, "Yeah, that's really." Sometimes you might get lucky and somebody like will get together in the group and be like, "We're gonna help this person out because they're
that may
needy."
happen.
I'll give that-
may
I'll give
happen,
that- I'll
but
give that
would
credit.
happen between us friends if somebody
Right.
really needed it. You
And
know
I
what
don't
I'm
need
saying?
a bunch of Bible thumpers to fucking help me out do that. So
weird.
And
That
they
was
would only
really
do it if
deep
it benefited them to say that they would put it out there that this person needed help, so
Yes.
we helped them.
sometimes there's a
Look
good.
what we did for them, and then that just gets them more people donating their money, man.
Yeah,
It is all drink the fucking Kool-Aid
Yeah.
shit, man.
Well,
It
that's
is-
that's an extremist thing. That's more of a, like a cult that actually
That's what
happened.
every single religion is, bro.
Well, it's definitely a cult. I'm very anti-religious. I'm very anti-organized
That's a big topic
religion.
right there.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that at one point or another.
It
But
just
yeah.
is.
Well,
You're all
Scientology
You're all
is-
stupid. How about that?
You're all stupid.
You are all
God,
stupid. Drink the
Jesus-
fucking Kool-Aid, you idiot.
Jesus was a carpenter. Show me one shelf that he built. I'll wait. Oh, I'm still waiting.
cool. I'll pay him for it if it looks good.
Show me.
But he's a good carpenter. Good for him.
Show me the existing shelf that Jesus built because he was such a good carpenter. Nothing's still standing because it never happened.
Seriously,
and Jesus wasn't a real
this
person.
was put into my head the one time I had a friend whose husband was becoming like a minister or a preacher or something. Like he's getting into being, involved with the church. and then finally he made it to either pastor or priest, right?
Right.
He went from the day he
bought
got whatever
he bought a Mercedes.
a BMW.
There, see, fucking, I called it before you even said it.
Dude.
Yeah,
A BMW.
You got to have status. You got to have a status demo. I'm taking a fucking bathroom break, so
It's amazing that you
I'm
were
literally
like, you bought
taking
a
one right now.
Mercedes.
No, because it's exactly how it
That's
works.
exactly
There's
what
every
happened,
fucking
dude.
church that I drive by every day. The pastors in the passenger parking, it's like parking for pastor only. There's a Corvette, a BMW, or a fucking Mercedes, and these people don't have fucking regular jobs.
It's because they took on the job of trying to get everybody else to give them money.
Exactly.
And once they made it work and they did it, they got to benefit from it.
And that's literally how it works. Like,
And
I don't want to go to work. There's
That
a
is
fucking
also
literally.
how the mob
I'm-
works.
I'm-
I mean,
We're gonna look it up. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna fucking look this guy up. There's a black pastor. His name is something money or whatever the fuck it is, and that's literally what he does. Is he has like G6s and
Jesse
G7.
Jackson #
No.
money.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson actually has fucking like Parkinson's. Thank God.
Oh, I just heard.
Thank God.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck that motherfucker. That fucking race baiting piece of shit. We're taking a
I
fucking.
actually agree with that.
We're taking a
let's
10-minute
take
break 'cause I gotta pee and get another beer.
agree with that.
Fuck your shingles, motherfucker. All right, and we're wrapping up the show. Thanks for watching. Fuck you.